And right now at 6, it is off to the races for New Mexico state lawmakers.
The 60-day legislative session is officially underway. It is only, though, day 2.
Yeah, and that's a little too soon for any major debates, but we know lawmakers are ready to shift into high gear for some very important new laws.
Now, legislative leaders are promising to power through their behavioral health and public safety initiatives in the first 30 days. Our Griffin Rushton joins us now live from the Roundhouse with some updates from both House and Senate leaders. Griffin.
Yeah, Trevor, I mean, anyone who's followed the legislative session before knows these first few weeks can be a little slow, but that is not the plan this year. House and Senate leaders say their behavioral health bills are ready to go, and they are not going to risk running out of time.
It's the buzzword of this legislative session.
Behavioral health.
Behavioral health.
Behavioral health.
Behavioral health.
Behavioral health.
And for a good reason.
Whether it's alcoholism, whether it's drug addiction, we've all known somebody. And the question for New Mexicans is, how hard has it been to find a reliable resource for that loved one? And the answer is it's very hard, right? Because the system itself, it has not caught up with the times and the needs of the times.
And state lawmakers already introduced 3 bills to meet those needs, including a $150 million investment for immediate infrastructure development like housing and clinics, a new behavioral health trust fund, and a plan to establish regional behavioral health districts.
We call it the guardrails bill. It's creating regional plans, it's creating the oversight to make sure that this money, there's accountability, and that we actually have proper guardrails as the money goes out to make sure it's getting where it's needed to go.
And that accountability is crucial. Legislative analysts revealed last year the state has only spent 10% of the $424 million already invested into behavioral health.
But I mean, that amount of money sitting around not getting used is just unreal.
State Senator Peter Wirth says the courts are playing a big role in these behavioral health initiatives, along with complementary proposals to reform New Mexico's criminal competency laws.
We are rebuilding this system. About 10 years ago, it was pretty well dismantled. And so you've got to go back in and kind of start from the ground up. And I think the desire of the legislature has been to use our court system to do that.
But first, they need to agree on the blueprints.
So you're really seeing the culmination of a lot of research, a lot of hard conversations in community, a lot of deep exploration of how do we rebuild this system in the way that works for New Mexicans.
Now, legislative leaders say the plan is to let the state Senate tackle those behavioral health bills first, while the House works on those public safety proposals, including criminal competency reform, and then eventually they will switch. It is a work smarter, not harder strategy that will ideally kick into high gear early next week. Testa, Trevor?